How is it going today, Loyalist Kingdom? My name is Dwayne.
My name is Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Today we have for you 10 movie mistakes even the biggest movies can't hide by the richest.
I want to see it.
And the thumbnail had Deadpool, and Jasmine was like, we gotta look at it. You guys, we gotta look at it. So
I love Deadpool.
let's dive on in.
Okay.
Every year we get to see a ton of
Civil War.
blockbuster movies, and
That was
all
an
the
awesome
time,
movie.
effort,
Yeah.
and money behind these flicks. It's somewhat surprising how many mistakes end up slipping in.
Yeah,
We've
but
got
it's still
a great
human, though.
list of
You know, right?
mistakes for you, and be sure to stick around to the
Suicide
end to find
Squad.
out about some bonus
Star
tips
Wars.
Joker looked
that our
kind of cool
friends
to
over
me,
at
though.
Yeah, I like the new little
I
Joker.
really didn't like
Here are
it.
10
Yeah.
movie mistakes, even the biggest movies.
That was a great
can't
movie.
hide.
That
Enjoy the
was,
video
I already
and be
told you
sure
about
to hit
that.
the
Yeah.
subscribe button to get brand new videos from the richest every single day.
Now, that was the best
Suicide
Joker of all
Squad.
time.
While some people may consider the whole movie one big mistake, there are actually some moments where slip-ups were very visible. In the movie,
Where?
its internal signs identify the subway station as Central Station. But when we get a look at the same station from the
Bay
outside,
Street.
we can see
Yeah.
a sign for Bay Street Station. Bay Street Station is actually in Toronto,
Ooh.
Canada, where a large portion of the movie was filmed.
Oh,
It looks
really?
like the crew
Yeah.
forgot to cover up the sign, and the result is this movie goof.
Wow.
Captain America
might have kept it
Civil
in.
War.
Y'all transported to
Captain
another
America
station.
Civil War is a fantastic superhero movie.
Oh, it was.
But even the best big-budget blockbusters make some silly mistakes. When the two sides are setting up to face off at the airport, Spider-Man surprises Cap by yanking his shield away from him.
Yeah.
The shield is visibly covered in webbing, but a few shots later, it seems like all of it has disappeared. And
I
the
thought they
shield
came
is
off.
spotless.
Yeah.
Once you
That.
notice this continuity error, it's hard not to catch it every time.
I thought that it
Wow.
just
The
came
Wolf of
off
Wall
from
Yeah.
the
In a
shield.
famously steamy scene from The Wolf of Wall Street, Margot Robbie's character Naomi is using her sexuality to toy with her husband Jordan,
Yeah.
played by Leo DiCaprio. Robbie opens her legs up seductively and tells Jordan she's not wearing panties. But the problem is, she is totally wearing some, as they can be seen in the shots right after.
Duh.
Played by the actress
Of course, she doesn't want to show
But
that.
the filmmakers could have left a little more mystery in the scene to really drive fans wild.
But it was so fast
Yeah.
that who would really see that?
Yeah.
The world collectively freaked out when they found out that the galaxy far, far away would be returning in 20
that was a
Yeah,
good
that
movie.
was a good movie.
Awakens. The movie is awesome, but it isn't without its mistakes. When Rey rescues the adorable droid BB-8, it can be clearly seen that the top part of Rey's outfit is crisscrossed from her right side over her left. But just a few seconds later, we can see that it is crisscrossed from her left side over the right.
I see
Rey's
that
outfit
sometimes,
continues to
wardrobe
switch back and
differences.
forth, and
I'm like,
it's
how
very
do they
clear
do
that
that?
The scene was shot multiple times.
Yeah.
Finding Dory.
I
One
still
of the
need to
best
see
parts
it.
of making an animated movie is
Yeah,
that
we do.
you don't have to
I think it's
worry
on
about
Netflix.
acting
You need to see Finding Nemo
except for your
first.
takes.
Pause.
Okay.
Real quick. I think it's on Netflix now. I think.
It's
Like Captain
everywhere.
America's on Netflix.
It's
So
everywhere.
we will get to that, Jasmine. You don't have to keep explaining yourself.
I'm just saying,
okay?
like, yeah, you trying to see Finding Dory. You didn't even see the original story yet.
Let's dive on in.
Unfortunately for Finding Dory, it seems like the writers can also make mistakes that sneak their way into the film. In the movie, there is a whale shark who keeps bumping into nearby things, claiming she is nearsighted.
Oh.
She's extremely nearsighted and has trouble navigating her environment.
While this may be funny, it's also wrong. She's actually farsighted. Nearsighted would indicate that she can see nearby objects only, and probably wouldn't be bumping into them all the time.
True,
It's just a
yeah.
small slip up, and we're guessing the kids in the theaters probably didn't catch
Yeah,
it.
you're not
care.
really, yeah. You're not.
Jurassic World.
Oh, I saw
Giving
that.
audiences a lot of amazing things to look at in the
Yeah, I
film, so we
know.
can understand
It's
that
dope.
this
It's crazy.
slipped right past you. In a scene where we see the brothers exiting the lake they dove in, their wet hairstyles change in every single angle. We're not kidding. In just 3
They did it so
seconds,
many
Boy's hair
times.
changes 5 whole times. While we doubt many people were looking at wet
Yeah.
hairstyles while there were T-Rexes to marvel at, it's still a fun slip-up that's definitely worth a look. Batman versus Superman, Dawn
That
of
was
Justice.
okay. I didn't like the ending on that.
Yeah,
What
the ending
critics
was
of this movie may
kinda
tell you there were tons
weird.
of mistakes from this movie. A lot of those are probably subjective and up for debate. That being said, there are some mistakes from Batman vs Superman that no one can really argue
Yeah,
for.
look at her
After
face.
Superman
Yeah.
and Doomsday kill each other, spoiler, Superman is lying in Doomsday's hand with his eyes wide open. A few shots later, Batman walks over to his body, but when he gets there, Superman's eyes are closed. We've decided we're actually okay with this mistake, as a lifeless Superman staring directly into our souls is something we would rather
Yeah.
not see.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight. A lot
Love
of people will
that.
tell you that 2008 The Dark Knight is their favorite
Yeah.
superhero
Yes, it
of all
is.
time. And with the incredible Joker performance by Heath Ledger front and
So
center,
sad that
it's
he
easy
passed
to
away.
understand
I
why.
know.
As great as this movie is, it still has its fair share of mistakes, and one of
Oh.
them is worse than the rest. During Batman's interrogation of the Joker, when you Muppet slugs against the wall, you can actually catch a glimpse of a camera and cameraman in the background.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Right.
No in the film industry, and it's quite surprising that it made it into the final.
Wow.
I didn't even see it, yeah.
Didn't even
Guardians
see
of
it.
the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is Marvel's little movie that could, as it totally stunned fans
Yeah.
with how surprisingly
It was
It's
very
super
good.
awesome.
Chris
Can't
Pratt
wait
may
for
be
the
great
next
as
one.
Peter
Yeah.
Quill, aka Star-Lord, but even he can't fix the mistake we caught in this film. In a scene where Quill is reading a note for his mother, we hear a voiceover of what is written on the page, except we don't. And if you look closely at the note and listen to what's being said, they don't match. We're
Oh.
guessing the lines were changed after the scene was already shot, and the director was just hoping.
I didn't know.
I didn't notice. I mean,
Deadpool.
alright, let's
Bloody
see.
violence and risque R-rated comedy, Deadpool totally flipped the script on superhero movies.
He'll
in
do that and
2016.
just kill
While the
you.
movie is awesome, it's not without its fair share of mistakes either. One scene, Ryan Reynolds, as the leading man, gets stabbed in the head with a knife. The fact that he was fine is no problem, as Deadpool is basically invincible. But the fact that the knife left no mark or tear in the fabric of his costume is definitely an oversight by the film crew.
Yeah, but
If you like this mistake and want
Well,
to
I
see
mean,
other
in his
crazy
head, it'll
movies
just
from Deadpool,
regenerate. But
you
as
gotta
far as
check
like
out
the
the
costume, yes, it would be like a little slight thing right there. But I mean, in all the action scenes, you're really gonna pay attention to that.
Right,
Oh,
I mean-
it's not ripped.
right.
Like, pay attention to the action. Like,
Yeah,
not
like,
what. It,
Nobody,
not
yeah, those are like
So-
tiny, intricate mistakes.
But
Like you
the
really
camera,
want to
though,
nitpick.
that's bad.
That camera was that was bad.
That's
that was
bad.
bad. You're not supposed
because,
to see the
like,
camera.
say if a film critic is watching that movie and they'll be like, "Oh, this is a great movie,"
Rewind it
but
back.
you can totally see the camera right there in the
Yeah.
background.
Rewind that back. Did you see the camera? That's the ducky
Yeah, like
5
whoever
points.
was editing, they should have seen a camera. Like, I
Right.
understand the other stuff, but
Yeah.
a camera, you
Yeah.
need to see that.
And I think people check and recheck and check and check. I don't know
Well,
how that slipped by.
I don't know how that slipped by a lot of people.
But yeah,
It slipped by us.
Yeah,
seeing it, by
yeah.
being editors.
Editors, people that
Yeah.
actually, yeah. But anyway, guys, please comment below.
Don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
and share.
It's just more, guys.
Peace.